Nestled between Tony Gwynn Drive and Trevor Hoffman Way, this is Petco Park. We're ready for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Joe Musgrove. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Hey! The 1-1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. That one lifted to left. Laureano on his way over. One down.
Batting second.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Carlos Santana.
And Boog, he's the table setter for this offense. Team leader and on-base percentage. I mean, that just gives your teammates plenty of chances to cash in and bring them around to score. Man, I used to love when I had a guy out in second base or third base. Easy to get those RBIs. Game after game, you know a guy like this, what he's going to provide and the opportunities that other guys are going to get in the lineup.
Drake Baldwin at the plate now. That's ball one. Ball.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And that's a two-bagger.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Albies goes yard. His 7th home run of the season. The Braves score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
One down. Here's Matt Olson, leading the NL in home runs to start the day. He's been a beast. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. Home run number 30 on the year. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Swing and a miss as he was out front. comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. We hope you're enjoying the game of the week on MLB The Show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Spencer Strider. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Circle change. Low middle.
Cronenworth, a 7th round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. A dive, he's got it. Throw to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Singy, it looked like you might have beat it in real time, but that play was really close. So they want to take another look.
Yeah, this is a tough decision to make, Boog, and it feels like it could go either way, but it might be worth a challenge if there's any doubt at all.
So they have decided to challenge the play, and now it's up to the replay umpires in New York to make the call. Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off for him.
Base has been overturned.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. Homered last night, added another hit as well.
Ball, that's inside.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
The 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. Chris, his batting average puts him in the top 10 in baseball right now.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Ball 2.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
This one in the air right field, and there's 2 away.
Batting third.
As we take a look at the Padres lineup, they're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Padres down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here in San
Leading
Diego,
off
now
for
in for the Braves,
third baseman,
Mauricio Dubon.
Dubon.
Ball. And the 1-0. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boot, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Back up the middle and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Right there, does a great
Batting
job of
eighth,
staying in the
left
big part of the
fielder,
field. Man, there are a
Mike
lot of
Yastrzemski.
hits there.
And that one is lifted in the air. One away.
Batting ninth, shortstop Ha-Sung Kim.
One out man at first. And next for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim. That's a ball. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And now two aboard.
Up next for
Timing on the
Atlanta,
swing was
center
good,
fielder
able to
Michael
shoot the ball up
Harris,
the middle.
second.
Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. The throw to third. Save. And now second and third with one gone.
Well, forget about the double play now. That takes away the force and moves two guys into scoring position with only one out. Not the best time to mishandle a pitch like that.
Here comes the 0-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Second and third, one away. Here at the top of the second. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Base hit. One run is in. Another comes in to score. And the lead is up to 5.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runner on at first with one gone. Drake Baldwin. Next up for the Braves. A double and a run scored his first time up. Popped up. 2 away down.
Up next for Atlanta, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
No, inside. The 1-0. In the dirt, blocked. Close, but called a ball. And now 3-0. Harris leads off first with 2 down to the inning. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. So they turn things over to the righty, Lucas Giolito.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
The next to hit takes low for a ball. Activity in the bullpen. Robbie Ray, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Late swing, foul to the left. Swings and misses, struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Braves 5 and the Padres nothing. You're watching the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here at Petco Park. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Jackson Merrill.
Circle change. Low inside.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-2.
Slider. Middle inside.
In the air to left center. Yastrzemski under it. And a quick out, number 1. Strider with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
In the air, right field. Takes it in for the out.
Batting 6, left fielder, Ramon
Laureano comes up to hit. 0 for 6 in the series so far.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
That's a ball.
Slider. Middle inside.
2 down, nobody on.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
Four-seam fastball.
That's strike
Low
2.
outside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Slider. Low outside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. It's 5-0. New inning getting
Leading off
started.
for
So now to the
Atlanta,
plate
right
for
fielder,
Atlanta.
Ronald
Acuna
Acuna
Jr.
Jr.
He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. No question about this one. It's out of here. So he goes the opposite way with that one. His 18th home run of the season, and they add on. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. You know, these Braves really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They've got to be happy with the 6 runs they've thrown on the board. That's usually enough offense to win you the game, so they just have to keep doing what they're doing.
Swing and a foul out of play. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Chopped left side. Oh, what a stop. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice play.
Manny Machado has the arm strength of a pitcher, but the athleticism of a position player. Great diving catch right there. Knows he has plenty of time with that cannon of an arm.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. This one in the air, center field. Merrill under it. And there are 2 down.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Acuna goes yard for the Braves. It's now a 6-0 ball game. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Leading off, Sung-Mun Sung.
Second baseman.
4-seam fastball.
Well, every
Low
pitcher wants a
outside.
run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick
4-seam
outs.
fastball. Low middle.
The other way, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts the bottom of the 3rd with a double.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way. Could be a
Four-seam
chance here
fastball.
for them to start clawing back
Inside.
into this ball game.
Taylor matched a homer in his last game.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Strike 2.
Man, that pitch was dotted.
Curveball.
So much talent on display when this
outside.
guy's out there on the hill.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days,
Four-seam
that's
fastball.
a devastating
High
combination.
outside.
Rodolfo Duran up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Four-seam fastball.
One
Low
out, the runner at
outside.
second here in the last half of the third. That one hit to right. Hauls it in after a long run. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Padres, designated hitter, Jake Cronenworth.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
And now he looks it back to second.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That's a ball.
Four-seam
Runner at
fastball.
second, 2 down.
High
Here
outside.
in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Aye.
Circle change. Low middle.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Slider. Low inside.
Man on second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. One left for San Diego. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here in San
Leading
Diego.
off
Now in for the Braves.
shortstop,
Ha-Sung Kim.
Ha-Sung Kim.
Ball that's outside.
This one in the air, center field. One up, one down.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder Michael Harris II.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for Atlanta, catcher Drake Baldwin.
2 down, base is empty. Drake Baldwin. Next up for the Braves, 1 for 2. Not even close there, and it's 1-0.
Yeah.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Swing and a miss. Strike came out. That's out number 3. Down in order go the Braves. They lead it though 6-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Shortstop Xander Bogaerts.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first
Slider.
pitch strikes.
Middle outside.
Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Slider.
Quickly in an 0-2
Low
count,
outside.
you got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Nope,
Really
that's
nice
a ball.
slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Slider. Low outside.
And a 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next
Definitely made him
for the
chase a little bit out of the zone right
Padres,
there. I don't
third
think that's a strike
baseman,
if he takes it.
Manny
Pretty
Machado.
textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any
Four-seam
damage.
fastball. High inside.
Hey!
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Four-seam
Just
fastball.
not able to catch up
High
to that
middle.
velocity.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 6
Up
Ks
next
for him in
the
this one.
Padres,
Oh, there's a 3-pitch
center
strikeout. He
fielder,
can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Fly to left
Four-seam
his first
fastball.
time.
Low middle.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Circle
Man,
change.
this guy is just filling up the
Middle
strike zone
outside.
right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And a big swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. Braves 6 and the Padres nothing. Back here at
Leading
Petco
off for
Park.
Atlanta,
So now to the
second
plate for
baseman,
Atlanta.
Ozzie
Ozzie Albies. Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 7-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. They go back to back. His second homer of the night, and they boost their lead. And Singy, he just loves hitting against this guy, doesn't he?
It's like he's been facing him his entire life. Looks so comfortable in the box against him. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Lucas Giolito will depart, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. So the Padres with a new arm in the mound, Yuki Matsui.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
in there at the knees for a strike.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
That's a strike. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. What a stop! And they get the out.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
Two runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. Up the middle. Bogarts fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman Mauricio Dubon.
So digging in, Mauricio Dubon. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. The 2-round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-0 game. It's the game of the week on MLB The Show. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Stepping in, Ty France.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this
Circle
ballgame.
change.
Chasing pitches
Low
has been
middle.
a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
That one finds the zone. That is
Four-seam
strike two.
fastball.
And on the
Low
mound, you know
outside.
confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Good job to fight that one off.
Curveball. Low outside.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by
Four-seam
pitchers on
fastball.
developing that
High
spin
inside.
rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
For the Padres.
Only 2
second
hits allowed so
baseman,
far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Sungmun Sung getting ready to hit. Doubled his first time up.
Four-seam fastball. Middle
Boog,
outside.
the runner at first needs to be careful right
Four-seam
here. He's dealing
fastball.
with the pickoff
Middle
artist on the
outside.
mound.
Fastball is
that's out.
outside.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Fastball for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
1-1 now.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Slider.
Laureano, the runner
Middle
at first
inside.
with 1 gone in the inning. And now 2-2.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. Lead bang, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases. His second of the year. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-2.
I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Low middle. Curveball. Low outside.
0-1 down. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
High inside.
The 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Slider.
The Braves
Low
up big
outside.
in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Padres.
Rodolfo Duran, the next up for the Padres. Flied to right his first time.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Ball.
Circle
Man at
change.
first, 1 away.
Low inside.
And that drops in for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Base hit, center field. Harris fires it in quickly. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
For the Padres.
Four-seam fastball.
Designated
High
hitter,
inside.
Jake Cronenworth.
Just missed.
Inside.
Slider.
Still only 1
Middle
out
inside.
here in the inning.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Now 1-2.
Circle change. Low outside.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
2
Four-seam
outs,
fastball.
runners
High
first
inside.
and second. Xander Bogaerts will hit next. Ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. So the call stands. 1 challenge remaining for them now.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
2 on, 2 outs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your
Four-seam
pitch. If you
fastball.
leave something out
Low
over the
inside.
plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2-0.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Strider deals. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. 2 across on this San Diego homer. It's now 8-2. We hope you're enjoying the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So up next,
Leading
Mike
off for
Yastrzemski.
Atlanta, left fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
And that's down, a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop Ha-Sung Kim.
And ball
That ball
one.
went out.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody
Up
out.
next for Atlanta, center fielder Michael
Here's
Harris.
the center fielder,
II.
Michael Harris II. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Carrying well. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall. Runner tags at second, and he's in there as he tests the arm in left. One away on the flyout.
Baldwin.
Hard hit into the gap. One run will score. Headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's now 10-2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
That's to third. Slings to first in time.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Matt Olson.
There comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Yuki Matsui is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
For
Robbie
the
Ray
Padres,
taking over on the mound.
number
He's
38,
pitching on 2 days rest.
Robbie Ray.
Outside,
that pitch is out.
and that's ball one. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's 11-2.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder
So a man at
Ronald Acuna
first.
Jr.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. That one ripped, but foul. Acuna, a former Rookie of the Year, 28 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Now the 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Jeremiah Estrada, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that'll do it. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Braves 11 and the Padres 2. Bottom of the inning. Here's Manny Machado now.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
4-seam fastball. Low middle. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Aye.
Circle change. Low middle.
Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Padres, center fielder.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jackson Merrill. There you see his May and June numbers so far.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Fastball for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch
Slider.
like that from a top-level guy like this.
Just missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very
Four-seam
difficult to get
fastball.
on the same plane
High
and
middle.
do anything with.
This one in the air, center field. Harris should have this one. And he makes the catch.
Up next for the Padres, first baseman Ty France.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside. Four-seam
Machado
fastball.
at first,
High
one
outside.
gone. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
The 0-2.
Ball inside.
Slider. Low outside.
Strider deals. Swing and a miss, and he struck him
Up
out.
next for the Padres,
Number 2.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's Ramon Laureano, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Out towards right center field. And that is that. Padres leave one. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Welcome back as we
Leadoff
take a
for
look at their
Atlanta,
upcoming
the
schedule.
designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
And first offering is fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And now the 0-1. In the air, left field. Laureano going back on this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That
Up next
front
for
shoulder coming
Atlanta,
open
third
instead of
baseman,
staying closed.
Mauricio
If he does
Dubon.
that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Ball one.
Way out front for strike 2.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
There's a swing and a drive. That's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Up next for Atlanta, left fielder.
So a man aboard. And next for Atlanta, Mike Yastrzemski. 1 for 3. This to center field. Grabs it on the run. 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop Ha-Sung Kim.
That smash towards center. And that's the 3rd out. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Braves 11 and the Padres 2. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for Atlanta.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Mahle.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Low inside. Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Stays alive.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
In the air to left center. Harris on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Padres, right fielder, Samad Taylor.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good
Four-seam
hitters will do
fastball.
that.
High inside.
That one a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. The
Splitter.
Braves
Low
up big
middle.
in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
That's ball 2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
In the air, right field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Padres,
Rodolfo Duran, the next up for the Padres.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped the liner in the center. Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in his own.
Duran wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And it's going to stay a strike. Still 1 challenge left for them.
Splitter. Low middle.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss there.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a
Cutter.
hitter, you don't like
Low
it,
outside.
but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Nope. That's inside.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Here's a 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
The 2-2 on the way.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. It's the Braves 11 and the Padres 2. Back here in San Diego, now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Laureano drops steps, heads back on it. And there's one away.
Up next for Atlanta, catcher Drake Baldwin.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Got it.
Now 2 away. That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. The 0-1. This one in the air center field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Braves 11 and the Padres 2. It's the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here at Petco Park. Now the DH for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth.
Cutter. Low inside.
Hey!
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside. Cutter. High inside.
The 0-2. Now he breaks his bat. And that's just foul.
Cutter. High inside.
Here's the 0-2. Oh, that got away from him.
That ball got
And
him.
he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Up next for the Padres, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it's gone into the lower basket of the Western Metal Building. Xander Bogaerts hits one out. His 12th of the season, and they cut into the deficit. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Now Machado up here. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
High outside. Cutter. High inside.
Hey!
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
That's
Ball, that's
outside.
off the plate.
Ball one.
Splitter. Low inside.
Right through
Hey.
there for a strike.
Splitter. Low outside.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Struck him out swinging. And that's the first
Okay,
out. Nice
for the
recovery after
Padres,
giving up the homer.
center
And there's another
fielder,
strikeout, and those are just
Jackson
continuing to
Merrill.
pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boot, get back on track. His team
Four-seam
needs it.
fastball. High outside.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he'll make it safely. That's a double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So now
Four-seam
with
fastball.
one away and a man
Low
at
middle.
second. And now Ty France 0 for 3 in this one. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tyler Mahle done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Raisel Iglesias.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season. So we'll
Four-seam
see if
fastball.
that factors in.
Low middle.
Ball, that's down.
Four-seam
One out, the
fastball.
runner at second.
High
Here, the
outside.
bottom half of the 8th inning.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good. With
Four-seam
where it was
fastball.
located, very
Low
top of the strike
inside.
zone, middle away.
And that one is in for a strike at 95.
Four-seam fastball.
And it's
Low
1-2.
inside.
Got him swinging.
Up next for the Padres, left fielder, Ramon Laureano.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
upstairs.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Man at second.
No
Just
bench off the
missed.
plate. Ball 2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Now before the pitch, he looks him back.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Here's a 2-0. And another
Ball 3.
ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Man on second, 2 down. And that's in for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Payoff pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Four-seam
Runner at
fastball.
second, 2 down.
Middle outside.
Got him looking for the strikeout. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. And we're back.
Leading off
Let's take a
for the
look at how the
Braves,
ball's been
right fielder
flying today.
Ronald
Plenty of
Acuna
power on
Jr.
both sides in this one.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next.
This one popped up. Song gets under it. And there's one away.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. This one in the air right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The 0-2. The Braves up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Dubon stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. On the ground and foul ball. Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Taylor on the move to the gap, and that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, 9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Braves 11, Padres 4.
Now pitching for
So they
Atlanta,
turn to their closer,
number 75,
Robert Suarez.
Robert Suarez.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Leading off for the Padres, second baseman, Sun Moon.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Tap foul at the plate.
Cutter. Middle inside.
0-1. That one fouled off.
Cutter. Low inside.
Oh and 2 now. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, and you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact.
Cutter.
But that one right there did a
Outside.
whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Yeah!
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
The 0-1. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for the Padres.
Rodolfo Duran, the next up for the Padres.
Now pitching for Atlanta,
Spencer
number
Schwellenbach,
56.
ready or not,
Spencer
in the game now
Schwellenbach.
after the injury. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
The 0-1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Schwellenbach goes 6'1",
Four-seam fastball.
200
High
pounds.
inside.
And he was a second-round pick in 2021. Got him swinging. Padres with only one out
Up
remaining.
next for
Dominating
the
strikeout there on just 3
designated
pitches, and that's what a good power
hitter,
pitcher can do to you.
Jake
If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Oh, he gloves it, fires to first, and what a play! Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
Final score in this one, 11-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.